Welcome back, everybody, to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to break down and preview the Kansas City Chiefs Week 4 matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers. So, ladies and gentlemen of the Chiefs Kingdom, your Kansas City Chiefs are going on the road to SoFi Stadium to face the Chargers in the first divisional match in 2024. It should be a great game. The storylines heading into this game have been quite interesting to follow. And the biggest one that I wanted to talk about before we preview this game is the Chargers have gotten hit with the injury bug. And listen, the Chargers are always injured for the most part, but they have their left tackle, Joe Alt, who hasn't practiced all week. Joey Bosa, who's a Chiefs killer, he hasn't practiced all week. And Justin Herbert, who got injured in the preseason and in training camp, he's been limited. So he's been injured as well. And so I'm looking at the injury report right now on Chiefs.com. They've got, Darius Davis, wide receiver. He's been injured. Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He's had an injury problem. Khalil Mack. So the Chargers right now are absolutely racked with injuries. And the Chiefs are coming out of this game, or going into this game rather, pretty healthy. And that is a big advantage because the Chiefs on paper have more talent than the Chargers. And so if the Chargers are already not going to have major players playing in this game like Joe Alt or Joey Bosa, that is a massive advantage for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, is there a chance that Joe Alt and Joey Bosa find a way to play on Sunday? Yeah, there's a chance. But even with them playing in this game, they're not going to be fully healthy. And if they're not fully healthy, that's a big advantage for Chris Jones and, the Chiefs offensive line to slow down some of the best players that the Chargers have with Joe Alt and Joey Bosa. But if we look at this game just from a pure, objective standpoint, the Chargers do not have the talents to compete with the Chiefs on paper. However, the one thing the Chargers do have in their favor is that this is a divisional matchup. And divisional matchups, for whatever reason, are always close. The Chargers play the Chiefs incredibly close. And so it really doesn't matter if one team is on paper that much better than the other. This game is going to be interesting and close till the very end. I cannot see the Chiefs going out here and just blowing out the Chargers. I think that these two teams just play each other too much and know how each other play for this to be a blowout. And listen, the Chiefs offense is going to have to improve off of that Sunday Night Football game in Atlanta where they only put up 22 points. That's not good enough. They're going to have to find a way to, be in the mid-20s to like early 30s if they want to win this game. It's going on the road against a divisional team. They have got to put up at least 27 points to win this game. And that's not, throwing any shade at our defense. I just don't think that it's fair for our defense to have to go out there on the road in a, hostile environment, even though it's called, Arrowhead West. But I don't want the Chiefs defense to go out there and have to control the game like they did against the Falcons. I don't think that is their job. With the amount of offensive talent we have with Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice, who, looks like a number one wide receiver on a really good team, they've got to find a way to scratch together more than 22 points, bar none. And defensively, I think they have to improve. Listen, Kirk Cousins played a pretty good game against this Chiefs defense. And that's not saying that, the defense didn't clutch up when they had to, but Justin Herbert is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. And so he's going to present more of a challenge for this Chiefs defense. The cornerbacks, Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, they're going to have their hands full. The Chargers have a couple wide receivers in, Quentin Johnston and Ladd McConkey, a draft pick. Those two guys have really improved from last season. I know that Quentin Johnston was a guy that could not catch the football. He's had touchdowns this year. And so that is somebody that the Chiefs are going to have to pay attention to, or he could hurt you. And so another guy that we have to talk about is a guy that almost signed to the Kansas City Chiefs earlier on this offseason, and that is running back J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins in his first week went absolutely off against, I believe they played in week one. Who did they play in week one? The Raiders. They played the Raiders in week one, and he had like 10 carries for $135, and he scored a touchdown. Since then, he's kind of, regressed to the mean, but, he's a guy that if you allow him to, can hurt you. And if Justin Herbert is not 100% and he's questionable, they're going to run the ball a lot. Jim Harbaugh is a guy that is going to take advantage of the running game. His team is very much like a college offense where they run the ball down people's throats and they play stout defense. And that Chargers defense is going to get after Patrick Mahomes with or without Joey Bosa. And so can the Chiefs offense score enough in this game to offset what the Chargers do defensively? And I think that they can. I really do. I trust that, Travis Kelce's going to have that get back game. Everybody's writing him off, but Travis Kelce is still, one of the better options in the NFL. I don't care that he's had a bad 3 weeks to start the season. He is capable of dropping 100-piece in any game that he plays. But the hope is that he doesn't have to go out there and drop 115 yards in order to win. The hope is that Xavier Worthy burns the Chargers cornerbacks over the top and he's wide open for a touchdown. And, Rashee Rice is carving them up over the middle of the field. That is the ideal situation for the Chiefs, but maybe Travis Kelce has to get involved. Derwin James got suspended for 1 game. He's not going to play in this game on Sunday, and that is a big advantage for the Chiefs because Derwin James has been I don't want to say a kryptonite of Travis Kelce, but Derwin James plays Travis Kelce very well. And so I'm happy that he's not going to play in this game, and it's just going to, alleviate some of that pressure on Travis Kelce to go out there and perform. But before we get into our next keys to the game, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, and that is the Hollywood Casino. The Hollywood Casino is hosting a watch party for the Chiefs-Raiders game on October 27th. It starts at 2 p.m., and you can enter to be a Penn Play member and go to the watch party and enter for a chance to win $1,000 in Penn bonus play. You do not want to miss your opportunity to sign up for this. The link in the description will take you to the website to become a Penn Play member. I would highly suggest it. I'm a Penn Play member. I know a lot of my subscribers are. So if you want to get in on the action and have a chance to win $1,000 in Penn Play bonus cash, definitely hit the link in the description and go sign up. But with that being said, how are the Chiefs going to go into Los Angeles and come out with a W? I think if you look at it objectively, the Chiefs need to do what they do best, and that is throw the football. Patrick Mahomes has said it himself that he has not played very well in 2024. And it's crazy that we're saying that because even though he hasn't played very well, the Chiefs are 3-0. And that is something that, a lot of teams in the NFL can't say. If their starting quarterback's not playing a good game, they're most of the time not unbeaten. But the Chiefs are just different in how they have structured this offense around him. They just move differently. Andy Reid has put guys in an incredible position to succeed. Carson Steele had a great game against the Falcons. You just elevated Kareem Hunt from the practice squad. He's going to be set and ready to go in this game. And I think that Rashee Rice is going to continue to be that number 1 wide receiver that we have seen him being. So I'm excited to see what Rice does. And listen, Xavier Worthy, just like Travis Kelce, is bound for a big game soon. And I think that this might be a challenge for him to go out there and catch one of those Patrick Mahomes passes that just sails over the secondary and hits him right in the hands. And so look for Xavier Worthy to maybe have a big game against this Chargers defense and their secondary. And I do think that they're going to run the ball a little bit more. I think that Carson Steele showed you that the Chiefs can run the ball effectively, but also that needs to transition into, the RPO game. Patrick Mahomes has had a ton of pressure on him this season. The offensive line's kind of been a revolving door at left tackle with Wanye Morris stepping in for Kingsley Suamataia. But while you've had that instability, he has got to get the ball out quicker, and he's got to find guys, sooner. I think that's one of the reasons that Travis Kelce's having so much, difficulty this year is that, he's getting open, but Mahomes has to get rid of the ball too quick or quicker than he's been, getting rid of it. And Kelce just hasn't been open because they've been, double and triple teaming him. And so maybe Travis Kelce can kind of manipulate that soft zone and get in the middle of those coverage holes. And maybe he can, catch a couple passes and turn up field. I know he always, turns up when we're playing the Chargers, but we need him to, at least continue being that decoy that he has been the first 3 weeks of the season. And if he can do that, I think the Chiefs will be okay. I really do. Offensively, listen, you run the ball a couple times, just, strike fear into that Chargers defense, and then you let Mahomes go wild. You let Mahomes continue to throw the football. Trust him to make throws that he hasn't made this season because, listen, it's only a matter of time before he starts to make those throws, and it's going to be a bad thing for whoever defense he's going up against. So I think offensively, the game plan has got to be, run the ball a little bit, set up the passing game, but more importantly, you've got to convert on 3rd and 4th downs. If you can't do that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And defensively, get after Justin Herbert. Chris Jones, Mike Dana, let's see, George Karlaftis, get to Justin Herbert, hit him early, and it's going to be difficult for him to find any footing in the game. He's already suffering from an injury. Hit him hard and hit him early, and he's going to be rattled all game long. And that is the key for success for this defense. You get to Justin Herbert, you sack him early, you stop the run, shut down J.K. Dobbins, which the Chiefs running, the run defense has looked pretty good this year. I'm not worried about that. But stop the Chargers running game, take away their identity, and they're going to be playing the catch-up game on offense all day. So get to Justin Herbert, stop the running game by J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, and I think the Chiefs will be just fine. So that's really all I have for the quick tips, the preview for this Week 4 divisional matchup between the Chargers and the Chiefs. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. One last time, thank you to the sponsor of this video, the Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway. Go to the website, the Penn Play, linked in the description. Sign up for a chance to win $1,000 in Penn Play bonus cash. Again, there's going to be a watch party on October 27th against the Raiders. I'll be doing a live stream from there. I would love to see some of you guys out there at the casino supporting the team and watching the game along with me. So that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe so more Chiefs fans can find it. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and go Chiefs.